Bienvenido, welcome, I'm Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist, and I'm here. Oh wow, that sounds doubled. Hold up. Let me see, why is my mic doubling? What about now? I have a little bit of delay, so give me a moment just so I can make sure how my voice is working. Hey, okay, now that sounds significantly better. That is what I was hoping for. Last time I actually was streaming yesterday and had a huge issue. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop listening to myself because that delay is killing me. All right, okay, now I'm actually ready to start drawing, I guess. Yeah, okay, so last time I was drawing, I was doing this as a mega chandelier. Someone asked, hey, why don't you do a mega chandelier? And I said, okay, sure, that sounds fine. And I don't know, when I look at it now, obviously I was having trouble. I actually really think chandelier is perfect and it could look great with a mega, which was okay. I will have, I don't do the art. Ghost does the art for me. So he will be doing the art today. So, like I said, so Ghost is going to be doing the art while I just chat with whoever wanders in. And if you're curious, like who I am or or whatever, what I'm doing, feel free to ask, and for whoever listens to this earlier, I'll probably just chat into, mini stories or whatever, like how earlier today I went for a walk, which I always do that every morning. That's like my daily missions. Go for a walk, and I had the pleasure to see a baby turtle. Yeah, I saw a baby turtle. So I actually enjoy walking on the beach. I'm very lucky. I'm so blessed, I'd say, to be close to the beach. So I'm able to go to the beach pretty much every day, just like, I'll drop off my daughter, and then me and my fiance will go walking. We'll go walking to the beach, which is close, which is great, and we walk and we see a lot of animals, which I love. I love animals. I'm definitely an animal person. So we always see birds, of course. We see like a little bunch of cranes and like these little tiny birds. I have no clue what they're called, but they're like little birds that run around. They run so cute. Okay. And like I was saying, so we were walking and then I saw like this little dark black thing off to the side. And I was like, hey, what is that? And it was a little turtle. It's actually not the first time we saw one. We saw another one not that long ago, but it was already towards the end of its trip and some people were already helping it. But this one was all by itself and we decided to help it out, which I was so happy about that. I was like, okay, we should protect it. Like those people last time we saw, like you're not allowed to touch them. You're not supposed to touch sea turtles. It is, if I don't remember what the fine is, but I think there is a fine for touching them. That is the right layer, yes? Okay, I was making sure it was on the right layer. And yes, Ghost does the art, but we do share the same body, so one of us is talking, one of us is doing the drawings. He does all the drawings. I chat. But yeah, and like I said, we had the pleasure to see a baby sea turtle and help it get to the water. We didn't touch it. Like I said, you're not allowed to touch them. But we did. Okay, I'm gonna root this. I'm gonna do it again just because I look at this. It is a mess. It is so messy. I'm gonna do it again just so it looks a little nicer. Okay, let's lower the opacity. Yes. Okay, like I was saying, we had the pleasure to walk alongside this little baby sea turtle, and I might actually do a turtle drawing if I finish this. Just because it's on my mind, I might do it. I don't know if you've ever seen. Probably, if you stumble across me, you've definitely seen True Green 7. He does like walks. He's like, oh, you know, like Pokemon or Fakemon based on my walks. I would love to do that. I might do that in the very near future, where I draw like do like a little Fakemon based on creatures or whatever I see along the way, or maybe other things. Maybe it's not a creature. Maybe it's an object or something. I think that would be really fun. I know you're not supposed to do. Oh, this is so cool. No, hold it. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go back. We are going back. Just so. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. See, that's already not looking perfect. Jeez, there we go. Yes, that is the direction. Oh, why is this huge? Look at that. Okay, that is more manageable. It's not like out of control, but I think it's more manageable. And what I was saying earlier, I'm so lucky that there's so many fun critters where I live. I love it. But I've always lived in the city most of my life, pretty much all my life. So the critters I would say, like maybe some birds and maybe like squirrels. Probably squirrels. You don't see too many other animals. But now I live more in a, well, actually that's a lie. When I think about it, I went to school in the city, but I actually grew up on a ranch. So I saw a lot of farm animals. But other than that, I wouldn't see like wild animals, you know? I wouldn't see these wild animals. Like now I see tons of wild animals. Like I see, what are they called? Sea turtles. I've seen a bunch of freshwater turtles now, which all are so cute and fun. It's like I'm living in an actual Pokemon world or something. I actually love Pokemon and all that so much. I'm actually making my own game. I'm making my own monster taming game. And on this channel, I am actually doing little devlogs and stuff, and I'm sharing my game. It's still, there aren't too many videos where devlogs where I show it, but I am showing a little bit. The last one, like I said, I apologize. My audio was so bad. But the last one, I did show a little bit of what the main character is. They're called Ishi. I would probably do like a little brief explanation of what it is. Ishi are pretty much in the world. There are these creatures, like these spiritual creatures, and they don't actually live in the human world, and they try to make bonds with people. But specifically, Ishi are special people. Well, they're special in the sense that they chose to be special. They're chosen to be loved by these spiritual creatures there. So they're able to make bonds with a bunch of creatures, not just the one. Most people will have like one, maybe two bonds, but Ishi, they will have a bunch. They'll have a ton of bonds with it. So that is your role in the game. And you go island to island helping people. And look at that. That's not too bad. It's already looking a lot better, right? I know you're probably thinking, man, this guy's all over the place. Well, that is the kind of energy I am going off of late. I wouldn't say all the time. It depends. I can be pretty shy. But yeah, I did a little nub thing. Yeah, we did a little nub there. Just because I thought it looked better. You don't have to tell anybody. I'm pretty sure in the original design, let's exit it. Does it happen? Little thing there. I'm like 90%, 99. Yeah, it's got nothing. It's just flat. Yep. Okay, we're going back. Like I said, we're doing this. Okay. So yeah, in the game that I'm making, you play as this Ishi, which is, like I said, they're loved by spirits and whatnot, and the spirits They want to befriend you, and they might even help you on your journey and your adventure. So yeah. So if you're interested in that, I am doing devlogs and whatnot, so you could see that. And I'm gonna start doing, not every day, but I did post a schedule. If you look at my YouTube, you'll see my schedule when I'm streaming. And maybe later, not now. I don't know, not yet. I'll see. I'll probably do streams on Twitch as well. Hey, welcome in. Hey, Cloud Chica. Great to see you again. I was just rambling on for anyone who ends up seeing the beginning of the stream and they're like, oh, what's up with Oni Boi and Ghost? I was talking about how earlier this morning I went for a walk. Oh, well, I always go for a walk, but the thing that was special about today, I saw a baby turtle. Yeah, it was so cool. I don't know if you've seen a baby turtle, but I think they're so neat. And I had the luck to, I know, that's cool. I think it's cool. See, I hadn't actually seen baby turtles, because I know they're protected. You're not supposed to touch them. So we just me and my fiance, we went to the beach and we were just standing next to it so the birds wouldn't eat it or anything. Isn't that fun? And I was also mentioning how, you've already been here before where I mentioned the game I'm making, and I do streams, and I'm starting to do streams, talking about my game and whatnot, and I was apologizing about my last stream having awful audio. I didn't pay attention. I was just like, okay, it worked last time, it should work this time. And I didn't check my mics. And I didn't realize I had a double mic on or something. I had a webcam. I had a webcam that was on. And it was recording it. I had the webcam connected, but it never picked up audio before. I don't know why. It never showed up that it was picking up audio. And so yeah, that was not the best. It's probably a mess. I might actually delete it and redo that stream. I'll make it like a video or something. I'll see if I could do it. Maybe I'll post it this Friday. That actually might not be a bad idea. I'll try to make it like a little presentation or something, so it's more manageable and people are like, oh, okay, that's not that bad. That doesn't. Just because I feel so bad for anyone who wants to hear about my game, me talking about the characters or whatnot, they're just not be able to. It is just that much of a mess. And look at that, we're making so much progress today. Look at this. Here, I'll do like a zoom out just for a moment. Oh, not that one. There we go. See, look at that. See, we're already getting a lot of progress. Last time I was just chatting and Ghost wasn't doing anything. He was just listening to me. Since we do share the same body, it is not always the best. Hey, welcome in, Lourdes Cruz. Great to see you again. Hope you're having a wonderful day. How are you doing? I was talking earlier about seeing a turtle. What have you been up to? Anything fun? Anything neat? How I like to do my dailies, I always do a morning walk, and then I have the luck to be close to the beach so I can walk on the beach. Yeah, right now I am actually seeing if I could finish today this drawing, just because this is already the third time that I've been drawing this, and I keep getting distracted and not actually doing it. So I thought I could actually finish it today, right? And so look at that. It's not looking too bad. I still think the chandelier, I don't know, I feel like it's one of those that it could get a mega, but I think it's hard to make it look to actually look what people imagine. Just because like it is one of those like, oh, if you just add more arms, like yeah, but if you add more arms, it just looks busy, and it doesn't even look that like crazy. Which I feel like the megas in Pokemon, they have like a little extra to them. You know? Hey, when I didn't even realize, when did I change my face? I'm gonna go back to my regular face. Unless if you like the cute face. I could do the cute face. I don't remember pressing it. And yeah, I was saying, so we're just doing this Mega Chandelure, which I haven't checked the leaks. I don't know if any of you have, but I've heard there are some leaks and they have said who's getting Megas. I think I did hear someone mention Starmie. So it was gonna be like a long-legged Starmie. I was like, okay. I was like, that's neat. I think it was like a YouTuber. I don't really follow leaks. Oh my god, why is this? I am struggling with this art. Okay, let's see. There we go. No, that still looks bad. Okay. Oh my god, why is... Okay, forget this line. See, that also looks a little wonky. Alright, let's go farther away. Oop, no. There we go. See, that is not perfect, but it is reasonable. I'm okay with it. I can live with it. Okay, maybe I'm gonna switch directions. Let's go down. No. So you could definitely tell I don't use any of that AI stuff. AI would be embarrassed to see these lines. No, okay, what is... Okay, why does that look like this? Hold up. Let's change the size. Hey, whoa. Why are you chunky? Okay. There we go. Maybe that is what was going on. No, it looks like it was fine. This is my issue. Probably because I was making fun of AI a second ago. Computer was like, excuse me, what are you talking about? Alright, let's see. So like I was saying, actually what ability do you guys think a Mega Chandelure would have? What is the regular one have? Because I don't remember. I'm gonna do a quick look. And what is Mega Chandelure? Or regular Chandelure? Oh yeah, what is Chandelure? Pokemon. What? Okay, it has Flame Body and Flash Fire. What do you guys think? Do you have any ideas what a Mega version would have? Because I feel like the Flame Body, if it works, and Flash Fire is kind of like whatever. I think that's like one of those like, yeah, okay, fire doesn't do anything to it, you know. But it is a chandelier, so I don't expect it to be burnt. So what would be a fun ability for it? If you have any ideas, tell me in the comments. If you're watching this later. If not, if you're watching right now, you could tell me what you think would be fun. One thing I think could be fun if it had maybe like a cursed body. That'd be cool. A cursed body mon would be pretty fun for this guy. Or girl, whatever. And yeah, that's not looking terrible. No, actually, let's do the body first. I want to go down to the body. Nope. There we go. No, I don't know why. This is not looking good. Okay. I think that's reasonable not terrible. Look at that. We're making so much progress today. And I have been chatting. Been chatting non-stop. Like I said, because I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I know a lot of people. I have friends that told me, oh, I wasn't able to watch it, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I could just chat, and then later, when you do watch it, you could answer stuff in the comments and whatnot. I'm be ecstatic to see you or whoever show up later and tell me, hey, I wasn't able to catch the stream, but I thought it'd be cool just to answer, or not answer, I guess like to talk with you along the way. Like I said, I think it'd be really fun. I will check it. I'll check whatever comment you have. What ability would be really cool for this guy? Like I said, I think maybe like a cursed body would be good, but what else would be a good one? I'm actually a big fan of well, I guess megas are only in battle. You don't actually see them being used outside of battle, but I'm actually a big fan when they have abilities that are lore based. You know what I mean? So the abilities will be based on the lore and they'll have oh, okay, it's so interesting. This is like a thing that a feature they have, and then a feature maybe that's like better for combat. Like what was one? I'm trying to remember. Oh, there was one where it's like a ball fetch. I know in combat it's ridiculous. You're not really using it or whatever. But I think it's kind of cool for like a feature of like, oh, it's a dog, so it will chase after balls. It just makes sense to me. So I feel like more Pokemon should have that. Maybe, obviously it's not their main ability. They have two abilities and a hidden. And I was thinking maybe like one is more of a world building one, and then the other one is more of a combat, and then maybe have a hidden where it's something fun, maybe even doubles, like a doubles abilities. I know a lot of creatures have doubles abilities, but they're like kind of pointless if you're playing the regular game. Look at that was not what I wanted. There we go. Look at that. Hey, that's kind of fun, right? I don't think that's that bad. Okay, let's see. So what? Yeah, I think we're gonna do all of these things. The little dangly bits. Nope. Dangle. Nope. There we go. All right. There we go. Look at that. It's not looking too bad, right? I think it's kind of neat. And let's see. All right, let's do this guy next. Yeah, I think that'll be a good way of doing these. So I'm doing these little flamey things first with the little part in the bottom. I have no clue what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about. Where the chandelier has where it holds the candle. This part, this thing down here. Yeah, that thing, whatever it's called. If you know it, tell me. I love knowing new information. I always find it so interesting. Look at that. That is not. See, because you're probably thinking, oh, why don't you do it more like Ghosts, where his very flaming? It's like, yeah, but these are like not really flames. They're more like souls. At least that's I imagine. Oh, really? The music's too loud. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Thank you for telling me. I will lower that a little bit. How about now? I lowered it a few decimals. I think it should be better. I'm not listening to myself. But here, let me also listen to it for a moment. Let me see. All right, let me see how my voice sounds. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. Yeah, okay. Thank you. No, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Because it is one of those things. No one wants to watch anybody whose audio is really bad. That's why I don't expect people to watch the one from yesterday. It was bad. It was embarrassingly bad. Like when I went back and I listened to it, I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, no wonder no one was listening to me. If like anyone popped in, they're like, oh, what is this mess? All right, thank you. No, like seriously, thank you so much. You are always a pleasure to be here. I'm always so happy when you're here. And let's see. So what are you up to? You know, since I'm dude, obviously we're here doodling, chatting, but what are you up to? Are you also doodling? I know a lot of people like to doodle or draw or whatever when they're listening to podcasts or lo-fi or whatever. If you notice, I've actually been adding Caribbean music. Just, you know, I want to represent my culture. And so I thought that would be fun. But yeah, you know, let's see. Doing something like this. I'm really liking this little thing. It's almost like not a fleur-de-lis, but like almost like a little flowery thing I'm almost doing with this. Now let's go onto this guy. Ooh, he looks so goofy. They have to that. No, that's ugly. There we go. Right? It's not too bad. But yeah, I actually want to start streaming other times too. For right now, I think I'm gonna stick with this time. I'll see. Where I'm doing around, at least for my time in East Coast, it's 6 o'clock is when I'm starting, which makes it around 3 o'clock in the West Coast, which I think is not too bad. You know, it's just I can't really do it later. I mean, I will. I am planning on doing it later, but I wouldn't be able to talk just because of my workspace at home. Oh my god, why? Oh, I am struggling with this. There we go. Let's see. No, I don't like that. No, you know, I'm gonna change the shape of this. Just like when I look at it, it just looks hideous. No, let's see. Yeah, that's not too bad, right? I think that already improved the shape. Let me see. Yeah, I like that way more. Look at that. It's already looking way funner. It looks very fun. Actually, I want to add this to it. Oh, what is this? Alright, let's add, no. There we go. That looks a little, oh, that looks so much better already. Look at that. I almost feel like I should add a little bit to these too. Right? Should I? I think so. I think I will, and I shall. I shall add a little bit to it. See, look at that. Look at that. Just add a little bit to it, off to the side. I'll add yours right now. One moment. Do not leave. Look at that. So the closer one, I'll do a little more detail, just because it is a little closer, and I feel like it could. You could almost say, I imagine if it'll be 3D, the closer you get, the more transparent it gets. Where the farther it is, the more solid it looks. I think that would work. Okay. And yeah. All right, let's see. Where was I? Oh, okay. I was talking about how I like, at least for myself. I mean, in these streams, I just want to mainly chat and talk about games. And, well, mainly my just games I like and things that inspire me for my own game. Obviously, Pokemon is a huge inspiration. Ooh, sorry. I don't even know what happened to my voice there. I was like, ooh. huge inspiration to for this. You know, I love this. Should I add this like a little loop? I feel like this one's far enough. Yeah, let's do that. No, wait. Something like that. I think it works. Like it's giving off where it's coming from, like a little hole or something. Yeah, look at that. That's significantly better. And let's see. Look at that. That looks so fun already. Doesn't that look fun? It's like a whole bunch of like little tiny lampins almost. Well, because the lampins have the fire inside with like the face. That's actually why I was thinking of using the faces on the little flames. Right? Isn't that fun? So it's like pretty much this guy, but it has little faces inside. And also, instead of having the two, see, he only has the two and then like the two flames. So these is a total of 4 arms. So it's more like not an octopus, but you know what I mean, where it has that vibe of like multiple legs. It's like almost like a reverse, not a spider either. But spiders, again, they have 8 limbs. I don't know. It has that feel of an octopus or a spider, but it's not, because it's only 4 limbs. Even though there's a ton of animals with 4 limbs, but I can't think of any that have like a almost tendril feel to them. If you know any, tell me in the comments. I would love to know. Oh yeah, and also if you're liking what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, share with friends. I have a YouTube. Obviously you found me on YouTube, but I also have a website where I'm also talking about other stuff there. I have like information there about my game and whatnot. I even have some merch if you like that kind of stuff. Yeah, I am actually selling merch of my game. And you're like, what? Your game just started. I know. It just started. And I already have like some stickers and stuff. Nothing, don't think of anything crazy. It's not like I don't have like action figures. But that would be really cool. Hopefully, one day, very soon, I could have action figures of my game. Like that would be insane. And I will definitely do that as soon as I can. That is like one of those things that is, it's gonna happen. It's not like, oh, it might happen. No, it's gonna happen. I will have toys of my game, even if they don't sell. Even if they don't sell, I will be doing that. I will have toys. I don't care. Even if it's like one toy, like a prototype or something, I will have it. And it will be done. Okay, someone tried to call me a moment ago. I'm so sorry. I should probably put my phone on silent. But I was out earlier with my family, and I had an alarm put on. So that is why my phone was so loud. So if you heard that, I am so sorry. Yeah, look at that. It's not looking bad. And I'm probably going to finish before I finish the stream. Yay. Oh, I don't know about, actually, I'll hurry up, because I am still just chatting away. So I'm actually going to do a different layer. Oh, I think, what? Yes, I'm doing a different layer just so I could erase it easier. Yeah, let's see. Look at that. Looking good already. Nope. Look at that. That's way better. Okay. Erase these. See, isn't that so much easier? I love traditional art, but there are just things that you how can I say it? That are just too easy in digital. You know? There are just some features like I can't say that they're better. Like this is just like one of those bonuses. I'm like, okay, you know, I could do that. Or like, let's say if I really wanted a straight line. I mean, that was actually pretty straight. But let's say I'm like, oh, I can't do it. It's just not working. I could actually just hold the shift and just do this. And it's a perfectly straight line. whatever direction I want. And that is so cool. I mean, yes, it removes abilities from artists. Like, oh, okay, what's the point? If you could already do a straight line with, what's it called? With the machine or program. Well, you still need the ability. It's just like a nice bonus or help. And one there. See, if you notice, I the undo. That is one thing I would love if it existed in real life. Like, in not real life, traditional. Traditional art had an undo button. And I'm not talking about the eraser. Yes, you're like, oh, you could use the eraser. No. I'm talking about a real life undo would be so awesome. Where you just press a button, magically goes back a few seconds of your drawing. Yeah, you could probably do it for other things too. But I'm saying specifically for drawing. That'd be very cool. It's like a superpower. I don't know if I would want that as a superpower. I feel like, well, actually, it wouldn't be too bad. Huh. Like, it wouldn't be that bad, right? Going back in time, like a few seconds. That's like a reasonable superpower, I feel. If you have any fun, what's it called? If you think of anything, like what would you do? You know? What fun superpower would you have? Oh. What is going on? There we go. Look at that. No. Kind of. Yeah, that doesn't look awful. I mean, yeah. Okay. Let's combine those for a second. Yeah, and then we're gonna make a new one. So we could do this. Alright, let's see. What about now? Okay, so this one is gonna go like this. Yeah, so no. No, let's see. So it would be like connected down here. Yeah, right? I think something around there. Let's erase that line. And nope. And no, look at that. No, it's not. Ugh. Hey, that's not too bad. Right? I think it's not it's not like amazing. And yes, you're probably thinking, oh, why are they all different sizes? Just because. Why not? I mean, if it was like a 3D model, I might do that. I don't know. I'll see. If you guys really like this, I might do a 3D model of this. I also do 3D art. But I just haven't done it on stream just because I tend to get like hyper focused when I do that. And I'm not sure I'd be able to talk. You know, if I did it, I'd probably do it at night or like one of those like non-talking streams, which I'm thinking about doing soon. I have to see when. Yeah, see, like you're probably thinking, oh, consistency on these hooky things. So like this one's like a little baby hook. And then this one seems a lot bigger and chunkier. It's fine, right? Or do you think it looks awful and you're like, oh, that looks so gross, Oni? I think, did I get that? Yeah, okay. Now let's do the colors, right? I think that'll be fun. Let's go. Do a layer below it. Then I want to go in. Yes, let's start doing boom, boom. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Oh, one over here and one over here. I think that's all of them. Or did I miss one? I think that's about right. Okay. Now let's go over here. Flip it. And let's reduce it a little bit. Yeah, about 3 I think is fine. And then let's do a color. Let's grab this, what's it called? Hey, what did I do? Wrong. Okay. Let's grab one of these colors. This looks perfect. There we go. Look at that. Already changed drastically, right? And then you might be thinking, okay, are you just going to color? No, I'm going to do clip mask. So see, if you're using a Clip Studio, they have this little thing right over here. Oh, I mean, you can see it, right? It's right here, right above the new layer. Right there. Yeah. So I like doing that, and then I could do this. Look how easy and fun this is. You're gonna like this feature. Look at that. We could color without getting on top of over here. Ooh, that's already looking interesting, doesn't it? Doesn't that look fun? Look at that. And then, let's see. This is going to be all over the place. Yeah. Oh, so look at that. I just realized this is a hole. Fill that hole in. There we go. Oops, see, nope. A little smaller. There we go. Okay, we're back at it. And like I said, we're just gonna be chatting and drawing and just having fun. Don't be afraid to chat if you want to chat. If you're in chat, you don't have to be like. I'm not forcing you to chat. You could be a lurker. It's all good. I usually do that myself. I just realized that. Look at this. What is this guy doing here? Erase that. Right? Oof. What am I doing? Making a mess. Okay, I'm gonna make this smaller just because look how big this is. There we go. Yeah. Well, actually, you know, there's actually one thing I like to do. I didn't do earlier. I want to do that right now before I get more into this. How about we do this? I like to do it. No. I like to do this. You're probably thinking, ew, it looks so chunky. I like making thick lines on the outside. I think it looks really fun. You know, I've always liked that style. Oopsie. I don't know, makes it almost like a graphic art or something, you know what I'm talking about, where it looks like a graffiti. That's what it is. It reminds me of graffiti. I always like that style. Ooh. I've always enjoyed that graffiti style. I don't know why. You know, and it's funny, when I was younger, I was obsessed with doing I always thought you had to be semi-realistic to be good. You know, you had to like do realism, and I was like, oh, that's the only good art is realistic art. But no, I fell in love with this style, which is like a almost like a pop art. You know? Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, see, I love this fun poppy art to it. Yeah, look at that. It's so fun. I mean, yes, you're like, oh, the lines are so wiggly. It is. I'm not gonna lie, it is like a little wiggly. Sometimes I'll be a little more precious about it, but it is for fun. You know, I mean, all drawing is fun, but you know what I mean, where it's like I'm not trying to make this perfect. You know, we're not trying to make this look amazing and perfect. I just want to look like a fun exercise, almost like a fun exercise. You know, and I think that is something a lot of people should do. You should make fun fan art and whatnot. Of course, you need to do your own stuff. You know, whenever you're how can I say it? I feel like you should do, maybe when you're starting art, or you have like, you don't have a clear idea of your own style, you should do like a 60-40. You know, where it's like 60% you're learning, you're doing things to learn to get into that mindset. And then you have that 40 where you're just trying to learn you know, I mean, like I said, like the 60s, like you're doing fun stuff, you're drawing fun things that you like, you enjoy. You know, maybe you're really into Pokemon, or really like I don't know, Naruto or something. You know, so you do a lot of that, like 60% doing that kind of fan art stuff. And then that 40% is more like learning. And I feel like when you start doing your own art, it's that 40 becomes your art, your own style. You don't actually do too much fan art. Like, this is fun. This is technically fan art, since I don't own Pokemon or anything like that. But it is a huge inspiration in my life for my own projects. You know, it was literally, I think what was it? It was in black and white, Pokemon Black and White came out. I was like, oh my god, they have the US. I was like, that is so cool. And then that's when I thought, I was like, oh, you know, it'd be really good because like my culture is Cuban. I was like, oh, that'd be so cool if they did a Cuban region. You know, they did their own, you know, game or whatever, but based on Cuba. And I was like, well, actually, hold up. I was like, what if I did it? And, you know, like I thought about it, but I was like, man, that's such like a big ask. Because like to make a Pokemon style game by myself. And I was like, you know what? It kind of became like a back burner idea. But I was like, maybe one day I'll do it. But now I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go full in, and I'm starting to share it already. Sharing the game where I'm working on. But yeah, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna share it, and like, you can see it on other videos and on my Instagram. I'm showing some drawings and whatnot. I will see about showing a clip soon. I probably should have done that a while ago. I mean, I do, in one of my streams, I do show a clip, but I should actually do it like separate, where people could see it on Instagram, like a clip of my game. You know, because right now it's I think you could only see it on in that stream I did, right? I think so. Where it's like a little clip of my game, me walking around my game. But yeah, I will see. I'll have to see what I'm gonna do next. Maybe tomorrow, just because I am doing another mini stream tomorrow. I will show more of my game. I'll see what I'll do tonight. I might do like because last time I just walked around a little bit. I just want to show it off. I'll see what I could add. Actually, maybe I might show one of the models tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show one of the models of one of the creatures. They're all called Oris, if you didn't know. I'll show one of the Oris in the game in one of the streams. Oh, what is going on here? Nope. There we go. It's not the best, but you know, it is what it is. Actually, quick question. Any of you, like whoever draws or whatever, it is like you could be anyone, like whatever. But I'm just thinking specifically artists, like people who do illustrations or whatnot. What feels more comfortable to you? Drawing towards you or away from you? Because I feel like going towards me feels a little better, but sometimes I feel like going away doesn't feel too bad either. You know what I mean? Or it's like one of those like problem not problem things that I'm just like making up in my mind. You know? Okay, I'm looking at that and it looks wonky. Oh, I see why it was wonky. Yes. Okay, that already improved it. Because it had like a weird line, and I was like, ew, that looks gross. But yeah. Okay. Nope. And let's do that. Look at that. It's already looking so much better. I mean, better for me. I know some people would probably prefer the thin lines. I don't know, I really like these chunky. Nope. These chunky lines. Alright, that looks so fun. And look at that. Now, That was funny. Yeah, look at that. Sorry. Oh, and then this side. See, that is not too bad. And look at, I'm getting close to the hour. I'll try to hurry up because I do want to finish this. You know, I would like to actually try to finish this piece. Mainly because I've already worked on it multiple days. Just because it's not because it's like a hard piece or anything. It's just I kept chatting. And I wasn't actually drawing or anything. And I was like, oh man, this is quite embarrassing to not finish this piece. Okay. I actually can, we can do art pretty fast when we're in that zone, if you know what I mean. Anyone who's ever been in the zone where just like you forget about everything and you're just like, it's almost like a zombie mode. No? Okay, whatever. No. Okay. I feel like that's not too bad. Look at that. Sorry, look. Okay. Does it look perfect? No. Not my intent. I'm not trying to look perfect. I'm trying to make it look all fun. Right? I'm trying to make it look like a fun little drawing and see what people think. And if people chat, it would be great. I mean, like I said, you don't have to chat. And if you're ever interested in seeing me, I am streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on 6 o'clock Eastern Time. I have a schedule on my YouTube. You could see in the post. I think I also put in the Discord. The Discord is in the description. If you're interested, you can check it out. And yeah, I have the schedule in there. I'll probably be the same schedule next week also. Unless something comes up, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be the schedule. You know? But yeah, look at that. I'm almost done adding the outline that I really wanted to do. I just need the outline on the big body now. Look at that. It's almost presentable. Right? He's almost looking okay. Well, presentable for me. I mean, I like that style. It's so fun. Look at that little. There we go. That is looking so poppy. I feel like it just pops so much when I do this, this thick line, right? Look at that. And then we got, he goes over there. I mean, probably the line, like, realistically, if I was doing this, I was trying to really do it, like a nicer piece. Who knows? Actually, I might still do it. I won't ruin the surprise what I have in mind then. Nope. Look at that. Look at this piece. And continue it. And a little flame. I think. Yeah, look at that. That looks so fun. Right? I think it looks fun. Okay, let's go back to coloring. I know you're like, what? You took that long just to do a thick, chunky line that's not even like nice looking? Well, I mean, some people would probably think that. I think it's worth it. Right? And Ghost agrees. Ghost always agrees with me. Okay, I'm gonna make this bigger just because it's gonna take forever to do the coloring if I use that tiny one. look, looks like I left a hole. Sorry for anyone who saw the hole earlier and was like, oh, man, when is he gonna fill that up? Well, I just did. So you are welcome. Forgot. Make this big again. There we go. Look at that. Ooh. Okay. I am really oh, look at that. There's a hole again. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Go back. Fill that up for me. Yes. Okay, look at that. Oh, I just passed an hour streaming. But I'll do a little more. I'll probably get down all the flats and I will see about finishing it. I don't know. I don't think I'll finish it today. I'll probably... What am I going to do? Yeah. Just thinking, what should I do? Because I don't think I'm going to finish it today. Because I feel like it's going to take me a while to actually finish the piece. You know? But I could at least get most of it done. I already did the part that takes the longest for me, which is... Actually, it's funny because usually the part that takes me the longest is like the posing. I don't know about you, but it always takes me so long to be happy with the pose. Where I'll mess around with the pose so much, I'll just be like, okay, what is even this thing? Look at that, that's looking so fun. Okay, let's go with a little bit more. I'll be on for a little bit more and then I'll be done. And I'm almost done. I just want to get the flats down and then I will continue next time. Yeah. See, I'm not super happy about these lines when I look at them, but I'm not gonna stress about it either. It's not like anyone is paying me to do this. You know, I'm mainly doing this just for fun, to be able to chat with people and whatnot. You know, if it was a commission, I'd probably be a little more, what's it called? Careful about it. Precious about it. Just because I'd want the lines to look really nice and crisp. But this is more like her fun. And it was just off a whim. Someone said, oh, you should do a mega chandelier. And I was like, okay. Like, that sounds fun. And it is right now, at least. It is pretty fun. Look at that. It is so fun. Let's go with the dark. Yeah, let's go with the dark. Should all the eyes be that color, or? I don't think so. I think that'll be too much. Yeah, let's do the eyes. Cool. Look at that. That looks so good. I already like this. It's not even done and I'm already like, ooh, look at this. Look at that. And then let's do that color. I'm gonna do like, you're probably gonna think it's weird to do it this way, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna select these two and then flip them. And then I'm gonna go to the drawing. Yeah, let's make it like this. Yeah, let's actually do a quick look. Okay, so the flames are like right here. Right? They're kind of like this. Flames, kind of like that area, I think. Yeah. Look at that. Already looking fun. Okay, and now I'm gonna do, we're gonna do this. So smudge it. Smudge, 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 smudge. Smudge. And see, we're just gonna smudge it. Look at that, that already changed drastically of how it looks. Just by smudging it a little bit. Yeah, look at that. That already looks leagues different. And then let's do a little bit of this. Oh, yeah, this thing. So I got this thing. Or I'm mainly doing these ones. You're probably thinking, what are you doing? So this is what I'm going to show you right now, what I have in mind. So I'm going to go back to the smudge, but I'm going to do like a finger smudge. See? And look, it gives it a fun little flame effect. I think it looks cool. Right? I think it looks kind of cool. Did it look cooler before? I don't know. I think it looks cool. And what do you have here? Does he have anything else that really calls to? Not really. Oh, actually, should this be the same color as this? Looking at it, I feel like it should it be open. Yeah, I think it will be open. I'll open this up and then I'm thinking how much more I want to add to this piece. Ooh, look at that. But it almost looks like a bald spot. Not sure. Now I'm not sure about it. Let's do that. Just hold up. I know you're like, oh, I thought you were done already. Yeah, I'm almost done. I swear. I'm not. I will be leaving very soon. Get rid of me in a moment. I just had this thing in mind and I just want to do it fast. You're like, what is this mess? Yeah, I know. I will fix it. I like to blotch things out a lot. Actually, hold up. That is not the brush I want. After I said to blotch it out, I want to do this one. That's the brush I want. You're like it's almost like a messy brush. You know, I think it's an oil. That's what it is, an oil brush. Just because I like how it looks kind of messy. Yeah, look at that. It's already looking so fun. And I'm not even done. Right? It's not looking too bad. Hey, still June. Yeah, I know. Hey, Phantom. I didn't realize you were in here. Welcome in. I'm actually almost done. I mean, I'm almost done streaming. I'm not done with this. I'm not done with this piece, but I am almost done streaming for today. I've been streaming for an hour and 8 minutes. So that is a bit. I've been just like chatting away to myself. Because like there are some people in here, but they've been like lurking. Oh, that is not the effect I wanted. Okay. Yeah, there are a few people in here, but they've just been lurking, which is fine. You know, anyone can lurk. I don't mind. But it is always a pleasure to have someone to chat to. So what have you been up to? Before I start wrapping up, I would love to hear about you. I was talking earlier myself about how I went. I always go on a walk, but I saw a baby turtle and it was so cool. But yeah, I would love to see. Right? It's great to see you again, Stormy, or Storm Clouds. But I am not done. Sorry. Let me see. Which one? This one. I'm gonna flip this around just because I want to add something to the eyes before I finish. I mean, I'm not done, obviously, but I want to finish for tonight or today. Okay, doing this, and let's do this thing. Look at that. That is not too bad, right? Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Stormy. I'm not done with that. Next time I promise I'll finish it because like it is almost done. I need like probably like 10 more minutes, but I do need to wrap up. My family needs to do stuff, and I need to help them. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me. It's always a pleasure. Please like, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do to it all helps out. You can't. Oh no, there. I could do plenty more to this. I haven't rendered it. This is still for me. This is flats. I haven't done the highlights. I haven't done the lowlights. I haven't done like maybe a little like a luminous effects. I would like to add that. But yes, next time I promise I will finish this, and I don't know, maybe I was thinking I'll probably put a post. I'll post the finished version on Instagram, and actually I would love to see, put in the comments any abilities you think would be great for the Mega Chandelure. But oh, and maybe not 100% sure. There might be another character because like right now, you know, we have Oni, which is me, and then we have Ghost, who's the silent, but he does all the drawings. You know, but maybe we might have another character. So hope to see you all next time. Hope you have a wonderful day, and see you again. Goodbye.